Honorable sisters, brothers, and friends, this, shall I say, blessing, sort of a complex scientist's explanation that is being brought to you is in a way that maybe anyone could understand and see, sort of read between the lines and comprehend sort of mysterious cloak and dagger, secrecy, etc. My main interest and challenge today, so I'm a semi-retired scientist and inventor. However, my main interest and challenge today is in the discipline of theology. Theology is the study of all beliefs. Now, this is a concise, plus or minus, emphasis of the state of hypocrisy of the USA. You see, per this 10-minute plus or minus, I say by expose editor, you have to realize that it appears as though the criminally insane Hooverists, they are not capable and will not right the wrongs. I'm not speaking just for correcting the King George, Queen Hoover crimes of us, my father's family, which were horrendous, and me and my family, very bad crimes. I'm speaking for all Americans. So from my notes and speaking is per expose editor, to expose or at least have where maybe there will be a correction, where there is not a continuation of Hoover's crimes, violating our constitutional rights, our Bill of Rights, civil rights, etc. That to help this capitalistic type government that gives the people, and especially the youth of America, a situation that forces us, the U.S., to constantly say, well, improve, to academically, to be and obtain the, like the wealthy class, like 1% at the top, or a top 10% of money ruling class, military-industrial complex, and or the top 50%, you know, so it's considered like the middle class of America. Well, actually, the middle class today is struggling. It's the largest group that, knowingly or unknowingly, they're being forced into an indebtedness. In other countries, and some are poor countries, students and or parents are not saddled with loans. Here in the USA, the almost only 1% maybe have the cash to pay for this higher education. The rest take out loans that they are structured as student loans, and then after graduation, the student and or parents, and of course it's really roughest with the students and a single parent, to pay back the loans. However, the questionable politicians and definitely questionable loan shark financial bankers and loan givers, they have structured the loans that after graduation, the student and or parents, of course, pay back the loan. However, the questionable politicians and definitely questionable bankers, they are running a racket where the youth, because of their crimes and stealing of money and fouling up the economy and the way they handle bail out the bankings while other people lose millions, lose their homes, etc. If they can find a job, they, of course, can and have to pay them back. But if they're not working, oh, they're such good people. You don't have to pay us, but you got to pay us the interest, even if you're not working. You have to make the interest payments. So the youth are stuck in an old-fashioned colonial style lifetime of indebtedness. Few can pay back the loans. Their fault? No, the fault of the colonial-type racketeers. The racketeers say they are not forcing the youth to pay them back of their loans. They just say, well, look at them. It's just interest, but it's an unending interest on these loans. No matter how much you keep paying, you still have to pay the loan, so you could pay them interest for 20 years and you still owe them for the loan. You're indebted. So they say, well, look at us. We're not the crude colonial indebtedness prison keepers like the English were with the colonies and other colonial things they did. Tell it like it is. Okay. They are smooth, sophisticated racketeers telling us that we are lucky to have them as our indebted prison keepers. No wonder. Throw the throw the rascals out appears to be about the only option people have today in their voting. They don't really pick the candidates. So it comes to maybe the lesser of the two that might not be corrupt or do what the powers, especially the secret powers, tell them to do, and that's what they do. So our candidates and what we are given to choose, it appears as though maybe throw the rascals out is our only option, and then we just keep revolving these politicians and racketeers, where they say, well, these administrators, questionable politicians, questionable administrators of our financial system and this loans and so forth, is maybe, as this preacher doc says, needs correcting.